Welcome back, everybody, to MLB The Show 18 or whatever, Road to the Show. It's been a little bit since the last time I played. I always say that about a lot of things when I start back up. But this time, like, we haven't played in God knows how long. I haven't really been sitting down and recording this as much, and I do apologize to the people that actually do enjoy it. It may not seem like I have, because there's still been videos uploaded, but that's why they've been kind of been more scarce and in between because I haven't played that much. I will say the same thing that I said in a update video. Some of you guys who watch just this don't watch a lot of my other videos. And it's understandable. Completely fine with that. I don't know why I'm holding a bat. Like I'm gonna go out and hit some shit, but um, I was mentioning on an update video that I was thinking about possibly making a sports channel type deal where I will upload the baseball, if I do basketball again, NHL, Madden, FIFA, whatever I decide to actually pick up and play, wrestling, whatever, it would go to that channel. And so um, I thought that would be a better idea to do than trying to squeeze it into this channel, the main channel, that with all the other playthroughs, because those playthroughs are a little bit more priority than me throwing up a bunch of baseball. At least with a sports channel, it would always be a sports game being uploaded, whether it's once every day or twice a day like I do on the main channel, or once every other day, depending on how much I have recorded at said time. We could just do it like that. But I didn't know if the people wanted that or if people just want to keep it on the main channel. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to set up a secondary channel to do that or not yet. If I do set up a second channel, I will, of course, be making another update video titled The Announcement Video. And if you guys, you know, keep a lookout for that, at least if I do make it. But I'll let you guys leave your opinions and thoughts on that down in the comment section. I almost said the description. That's what I write. That's not the that's not what you guys write. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. If you think that maybe we should do a sports channel type deal where instead of trying to squeeze these games in to all the like what all the playthroughs happening, I could just do that. Now, if I am going to make a new channel, all of this, like, I'm not going to re-upload everything from MLB here onto that channel. I'm just going to put a playlist in the description of each video that I put up there for that continues on with this or continues on with NBA, stuff like that, because I'm not going to start from one again and go on. Like, I'll make sure this carries over into the new channel if I do make said channel. And of course, when I do make the announcement video, I will have the link to the channel in the description, so you guys can go and check it out and stuff like that. If it does happen. If it does not, then just expect that every once in a while, MLB or Madden, whatever the hell I decide to play, will be uploaded at some point when on the channel. Whenever I pick up a game and whenever I stream it or YouTube or whatever, like record it or whatever like that. But I'd like to hear some feedback and see what you guys would think about that idea. Because I know a lot of you have subbed and a lot of you guys have watched and liked and stuff because of it being sports content. But some of you guys might just like it being on one main channel because this channel is pretty much a hub of a whole lot of nonsense and video games and stuff instead of trying to split it apart. And, you know, it is easier on me to just upload it all to one channel, but I can make the effort to try to split it up if people don't, if people just want to see the sports content and not have their sub boxes filled with a lot of stuff I do, the other content that they're not interested in. So that's just that little spiel. And yeah, just let me know in the comment section what you guys think of that idea. If you guys wanted to be a secondary channel for it, then I can go through and kind of start working towards making that secondary channel. It might take a little bit. I'm not sure how long. I haven't done a whole channel making in quite some time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll figure it out, you know. And if not, like I said, it'll all just be on this main channel if I don't end up doing that. But for now, let's jump back into it. I think our last set of games weren't so great. I was looking over like my my game logs. They weren't great. They weren't completely the best, but they weren't completely horrible. But we did pick up a couple losses, so we need to try to improve. Because if I recall, yeah, we're towards the end here. Of course, I stopped right towards the end. It seems to be a common theme with me. So let us jump back in. He's the rising star today. What's his position? So as you see, we're 8-5 in this year with a save. I can't remember. This was the season, I think, too, that I was relief pitching for a little while, I think. I think each season I relief pitched for a little while. And I think they tried to put me as a closer, but I definitely fought against it. So, we'll hop back into it, see how bad I can do, or see if we just suddenly improve. Sucks that I don't think we're going to be in the postseason or whatever, the playoffs.
Now at the plate,
DJ LeMahieu. See if we can get back into the groove of things. I think it's been at least a month or two since I last played, so it's going to be a warm-up, that's for sure.
If not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they're coming off a short homestand, a little 5-1 stretch in their last 6 games, playing confident baseball right now.
Better turn this up.
Be on the attack in the early innings.
Not that you guys care a lot about what they say, but I try to keep it so it's not, you know, so quiet.
What do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Jesus.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today. They're going to have the test of facing the old knuckleball. Some of these guys might knock on the manager's office and ask for the day off. That's what I would want. It's like trying to hit a paper airplane. The old adage is see it high, let it fly. See it low, let it go. You'll see a lot of chases in the dirt, and this pitcher's going to let you know real early if he's got the good one.
His animation so sped up. I don't know. My knuckleball will either fool a lot or everyone catches on pretty damn quick to it. So I was told that like R.A. Dickey's pitch goes up as hard as like 80, I think. So I don't know. I'm not trying to go right after R.A. Dickey's style of pitching, even though I did his stats and everything. But he was just one of the ones I like. The last person I really watched that was Knuckleball as of recent, because I think, not sure if he was like the latest knuckleballer. I know there were others, but I'm saying like as of recent. I got this. There we go. Little field action by Click. Ugh. Still not something you really want to say out loud.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Popped him up. Borowski is there, and that's the.
But I don't know. We might up the velocity a bit because I don't think I throw it that hard. I think I don't even know if I'm hitting 70 on that.
Castellanos now. He enters play with
Nick Castellanos.
To his credit this year. Ground ball foul down the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, 66. I'm barely even hitting like 70s. Just drop a sinker in there.
Bottom of the second here with no score.
That's not where I wanted, but it worked. He still fouled it off. Ooh, wanted the corner. Wanted it. Just wanted that call.
Sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there.
And that one went way too much.
Here now the 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Yikes. I was like, wow, he got a good hit on that.
And there are 2 down now.
Michael Taylor.
Washington, Michael Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ooh, wow. Couldn't give me that call with the slider on the last guy. I mean, granted, it was much lower, but still.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 2 out, nobody on.
Ooh, got him. A little heater. A little bit of heat in there. I feel like I still throw the fastball a little too hard but maybe not. I don't know.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher.
I mean, when it's really good, it's like in the 90s, and I don't know. At least it's in like upper 80s for the most part. I'm not a hard thrower, and I'm not based off velocity, so I'm trying to keep it low. Ooh, right over his head. And we're back at it with the whole hitting. Just attacking the first pitch I see. Gotta be aggressive.
The fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to make
I have some history as a bat with the bat.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it's
Seems like a lot of people had their day of rest, but then again, if it's the September call-up thing happening, then I don't know when that actually happens. I always forget. I don't pay attention to a lot of the late stuff with the minor league happening where they get called up and a lot of people in. But a lot of their players probably got rest. A lot of other players came in. Oh. Like, come on, you gave me the knuckler out there. This time I threw a straight ball. God. Nice run. Matthew Walsh. Walsh. I was thinking about relish. I don't even like relish that much, but you know, whatever. Randomly thought that it was something close to that. Oh, we got it. He stopped it, but oh, we got him. Look at that fielding. Was that Freeman on first, or was that the other guy? No, that's the other guy.
Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Jake Odorizzi.
We've been getting a little fielding done this game. Christ, we had to run off to the third base side to field the ball, and now we're running over there. Making my big ass run everywhere today. See it, drive if you can.
1-2 to the Nationals pitcher. Down the third base line.
I just want to see a pitcher come up with just like bubble wrap, just everything to protect them because they don't want to get hurt up at the plate. That's why I wear so much shit when I come up. I got like elbow pad and everything. Like, I don't want to be hurt, man. DJ LeMahieu. He's not multi-dimensional, is he? Like that other guy that I always face? I already forgot his name. Nice field. Good throw.
You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ah, couldn't get it.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you.
And if you love pitching, that's why I assume you guys are watching. You guys have been enjoying it.
Throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low.
I don't know. I know you guys will eventually be like, make a fucking fielder or something. And I do plan to one day maybe do a fielder, but like, I still want to keep the pitching. Maybe if not this, anytime in this game, then the next season one that they make, I might do a fielder and a pitcher and do both, and of course keep them separately titled so you know which one's the pitcher video and which one's the fielder. It sure as hell would not be knuckleball pitching or whatever when it's a fielder. I don't know yet. I did have a fielder made, and I think I did record a little bit with him, but I never did much or upload any of it because I barely played it. Then I fucked around off recording with my friend with it, so I kind of like stopped caring about even bothering with him.
In the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Count now a ball and a strike.
I don't know, maybe one day, but for now I just really enjoy pitching.
Outside 2-1.
And the people who enjoy the pitching statistics of everything enjoy watching, and the people, you know, but I know there's still people who enjoy baseball for the batting stats. You know, you want to see the average, the home runs, the RBIs, and things like that. And I'll admit it is satisfying to crush a home run when you know, at least your first one when you're struggling. I'm definitely not a good batter because I am not disciplined up at the plate. That's why I just chose to be a pitcher, because I'm like, I can't fucking... I'm not disciplined sometimes. I'll just swing at everything. So, at least with this, it's like, okay, I'm just a pitcher. I'm not really expected to do a shit ton up on the plate, though I've been hitting pretty well for a pitcher. I'm actually hitting really well for a guy who's got like shit stats for batting. So I wonder how well I would do with stats. But then again, I feel like the AI pitcher would take a different approach to me if I was an actual fielder. But then again, I don't know how adept that is. He might just throw fucking fastballs down the middle. Because I do have it set to, like, I think whatever I have for pitching, which is, like, All-Star, or the one right before the hardest difficulty. Because it's right in the happy zone of I'm able to do it, but I still get fucked up. Instead of just putting it on the hardest difficulty and just getting destroyed all the time.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Griffin sprinting
Ooh, good catch.
Gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
But yeah, I don't know. I want to do a fielder, but at the same time, I don't. Because I just have so much fun doing pitching. And I don't know why it's so fun to me. Maybe it's just because it's something I really liked when I was growing up. And it's just that, you know, living through a video game. I'm not sure.
Might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, so even if I do a fielder, I have no idea who I would, there we go, there's the first hit. I was wondering, I don't know what fielding position I would even be. It would either be, like, second base or shortstop, or I'd be an outfielder. I've never actually really done an outfielder, and I think that's what I started to do with my one character that I was going to record for you guys for fielder. But I never actually played him that much. But we'll see. It might, if not happens anytime soon, then, you know, maybe next year's game I'll definitely do a fielder on top of pitching already. And then if you're questioning, am I going to continue the Tony Click character onto the new season? Because I know you can bring your characters over. I'm probably, like a lot of people do, I might just start fresh again. Because I always like to see what team I get drafted, started. I don't know, maybe one day I might do that. Or I might just continue them off on my own time.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Drilled to the left side.
Oh, he couldn't get it. And then we give up the run. He was right. The announcer said once you give up one, here comes a bunch.
And they jump ahead 1-0.
They just started catching on.
Scoring this one so far through the fifth inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been
oh, and he dropped it.
without question, but
He got the out still at second. He picked up the ball while on the bag, but he couldn't get the
Digging in to try it again.
couldn't get the other out.
To bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Oh my gosh, couldn't get that call.
Ball 1-0.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 1-1 fouled away. Popped him up.
Weird slow motion time as I spin.
And the inning is over.
All right, so a rough fifth inning. We did great up until that inning. It's me.
Riding in once again.
Wish our offense could do a little bit something.
Last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind.
I think I did draw a walk at one point, though, as the pitcher. It's funny, because I'm like, I say I'm not that disciplined, but then other times I do know how to take a pitch, and then other times I do that, and I swing real terribly.
For a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to catch.
I probably would just be a power hitter with no contact because I pretty much swing and miss at everything anyway. That should be. Oh, and we scored too. Good. But that would probably be what I'd be, so I have an excuse to strike out a shit ton because I'm just a guy looking to hit home runs and I have like terrible contact. Even though that's pretty much what's happening in a lot of baseball, from what I hear, is the strikeouts have been going crazy because it seems like just a lot of people are becoming power hitters.
Hit out towards second. And there's one down now.
But I don't keep up with a lot of players these days, so I don't know how it actually is anymore.
Hit on the ground to third. Swanson picks it up. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Ready once again, Daniel Murphy. 0 for 2.
After our bad fifth inning, it would be great to get through a quiet sixth inning.
Daniel Murphy, known more as an average type hitter, Matt, when he was a member of the New York Mets, but since he's put on a Nationals uniform, boy, the power surge has come and it has not stopped.
He was average a bit in New York Mets until that Mets' big run I remember hearing about.
Ripped down the line.
Oh, couldn't get through it.
And there's his
During that like last bit when the Mets finally got to the playoffs and stuff, and it was like a big shocker to everyone. And he was like a big, wasn't he like a big hero for like a game or so? Like I try to keep up with certain teams, but like I don't pay attention or I don't remember anymore.
Get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. No hits to this point. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Murphy, the runner at first with 2 gone.
The high cheese. Could not do anything with that. Up and in. Jammed him.
Will come on in.
And we lost.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's
Well, at least I didn't get the loss. I pitched all right except for the 5th little hiccup there. For the most part, got a strikeout. You know, after the first inning, we struck out at least once per person each time. Then I had that 5th inning, gave up my first hit of the game, and then everything just went to shit. Always happens. Dun, 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 dun. Up our stamina cap, I guess. Not really the thing we need to work on. Look at the Mets. 82 and 66. That's completely opposite of how it's going in real life from what I'm hearing. I think they're like way below 500. They're just losing a shit ton. And I hear that they're probably going to be trading a lot of their decent players because they gotta really fix the team and everybody's not happy with the team. Like, I just remember when I started this, they were on a hot streak when I started playing up a bit on one of my recording sessions. They were like on a big win streak when the baseball season started.
Gets the ball in
And it just went downhill fast. I was like, okay. Because I know I follow a couple people on Twitter that are like either Met fans or talk about sports. So like when I heard about it, I was like, oh, okay.
He has a chance to win this one here today.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
We've had mixed games with the Mets. I think for the most part we've been doing good, but I think our one game against the Mets was kind of rough.
There's a slider taken for a ball.
Oh.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Ahmed Rosario is on deck. Swung on and lifted.
I was going to say, is that like the Cespedes just get the fuck out of here ball where he just crushed it and it was gone?
This one down in left center for the first down. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. 0-1 the count.
One out. You got one.
The 0-1.
You got one.
And a knuckleball in the dirt. There's a knuckleball over the inside corner. The 1-2.
Oh, got him. We've been getting some people with that little bit more fastball throwing. Trying to mix in the fastball a little bit more now. I feel like it was working, and then what happens is I completely get rid of the fastball again, and I start struggling. So we'll see. We definitely got rid of a really fast runner, because I know he's got a high speed in this.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup.
You know, that's what I feel like a baseball, like GM, manager, whoever's in charge of hiring and stuff. Play MLB the show. See how good your team is with the lineup you have now. If it struggles, see who they get throughout the season after simulating, and whatever the winning season is, get those players. See how that works out. I'd love to see how that would work out in real life.
Strike to the Mets first baseman.
Like, I made the perfect team and we keep winning every time, and it's not actually going to happen because of how inconsistent certain players could be in real life compared to a video game.
This is a foul ball. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That is not where the fastball should have went. Yikes. That is not where I aimed that one to be. Holy shit.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint.
That went right down Main Street.
Hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
McGrath is there, makes the catch, and the side is... Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle. And
I was going to say, what quality am I? Like, I'm all over the fucking place. I lack consistency sometimes.
Next up for New York, Asdrubal Cabrera, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough.
He's got stage fright at home.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Usually just down to the park, really. It's like maybe he's just not comfortable. That has to suck, though. You would hate to get a guy who cannot hit in his own home park, but luckily a lot of times they're on the road a lot, but still, like, when you have that home stretch, you're just like, well, I can't fucking hit here.
Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And this is taken outside for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen the fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Ooh, well, there's your fastball. I gave it to you.
Slider swung on and grounded towards short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
It's me with 2 RBIs, 278 average.
Steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation.
Yeah,
So
definitely sacrifice.
Good lead off a second.
Didn't mean to swing. I went to hit the bunt button. I was gonna do the running bunt. Whoops.
Next for the
we still scored. It's not terrible.
He'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes.
I'm just a completely made-up guy, I'm assuming, because I don't ever heard of this guy. Then again, I don't hear about a lot of people.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Coming in is Pollock.
Nobody could get it. It was just right in that good spot.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Simmons gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Nice.
Bouncer down the line.
And to throw the sinker down. What is happening with my fastball? I cannot spot that. And that's bad. For a guy who's based off movement and control and shit, can't even fucking throw a fastball down in the zone. It just went down the zone again. Right down the middle.
Finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his back.
He's very soft.
Giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
That wasn't a foul? I thought it was.
Stepping in and red.
I couldn't see it from where I was. I don't really replay. I just wanted to see it because from where I was, I couldn't see it. Okay. Yeah, it stayed. He stopped it right on the line. Shit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
And he misses there. 1-2. A 2-1 score here. Play inning number 3. Chopped weakly to the left. He'll come to the plate.
Not what I meant to do.
Time as the run scores.
Bad choice on my part. I don't know why I didn't throw to first.
RBI
Oh boy.
Ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective,
I do that. When I panic on fielding to throw it to somewhere, I fat finger 2 buttons. This is also what happens when I stop playing for a really long time. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore out here. We are struggling. I think it's finally time after the season to retire. I also would love to just not be on the Braves organization. Maybe I'm just intentionally looking like shit because I want to get the fuck off this team. I wonder if people do that, because that's like the scummiest thing to actually do. And, you know, you get paid a shit ton of money. A lot of these guys get paid more than we could hope for certain times, you know, the average person. And imagine just, like, having a hissy fit kind of thing where you're like, I don't want to be on this fucking organization. I was traded to it. I didn't want to be here. Or I got signed on the free agency. Or I got drafted to this team. It's not my team. And you just constantly throw and be shitty, like, on purpose. You're not struggling because, you know, you're struggling. You're struggling on purpose just because you want to be released or get traded. And then you finally get put on either a team you like or somewhere else and you start playing better. Now, granted, that happens to some players where they get to a new team and they play better because maybe there's just a new zone is, like, area is good for them. But, like, a change of scenery is always better. But, like, imagine just doing it on purpose. Like, it's so scummy. I think this probably... I don't know if this is our worst game, but definitely don't have our stuff. I think it's time for the minor leagues. I think we need to go back to the minors and start warming up again. Start getting better at where we... Maybe just put us back on the fucking bullpen again.
There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Yikes. Surprised he didn't take that in the elbow.
3 runs already home here. And that's into the
I would be amazed if our team could somehow pull this one back.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side.
Yeah, just blood all over.
Coming to the plate now.
Why am I still even in, manager? Why do you trust me so much, or coach? Whoever the fuck you are. Jeff.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early.
We're just going to be aggressive with me.
Got the lead, looking for more.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think the age of Clit is finally at its end. I think we're coming close to an end with him where he just doesn't have it anymore. I cannot get out of my slump. My ERA is probably way up there now.
Missed with a slider.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And he'll finally
I'm getting strikeouts, even though I start striking out in my shittiest of at-bats. Or, like, pitching, I guess I should say. All started with this guy getting that little blooper hit, and it all just went downhill from there. I think it's just because I throw so slow of a knuckler, too. I feel like it's just a lob out there for them.
Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
Yeah, I'm not finding corners as well as I'd like. I'm just throwing it down the middle at this point.
After reaching on a single in his last time up. Knuckleball below the knees, 1-0.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Outside, 3-0 now. Ahmed Rosario would be next.
He probably will be next. The way I'm pitching. Woo. Throw it to home. You already made one fuck up. Let's do it again.
Oh,
thank God.
Well, it's almost automatic.
I'll
This
take the
guy,
hard
he
loss.
puts another game on ice. That's save number 40 for the season. Clearly, this guy is one of